Hi guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Maggie and this is Maggie May Crochet. In this video, I'm going to talk with you about how to customize your work so that you get the best fit possible. Sometimes when you're working with crochet patterns, it's kind of difficult to tell until you get into it how this pattern is going to fit you. Well, that's one of the reasons that I don't use stitch counts so much in my work. I really prefer to post patterns and to work on patterns myself using body measurements. I find that you get a much more consistent fit to your work, and it gives you many more options. The type of yarn that you use can make a difference in the outcome of your garment, how big or small it comes out, the size hook you use, how you hold your hook, what kind of tension you hold. For example, I could chain 15 and come out with something this long. Someone else may chain 15 and come out with something this long. So it's better, I think, to use measurements as your guide rather than a stitch count. Another advantage of using measurements rather than stitch counts is if you came across a pattern, let's say, that you really loved, but you couldn't find the exact yarn that the maker used. Well, if you know how to create your pattern by your measurements, you can use any yarn that you want. So once you understand the concept of taking your measurements and applying them to a pattern, you can make just about anything in any size that you like. So I want to share with you a website called Craft Yarn Council. It has all the information you'd ever need on how to customize or read patterns or create your own patterns, how to measure. It's just a world of information. There are handy tables and charts on how to take measurements, how to read patterns, how to read or make out a schematic. It's just super, super helpful. Now I can go through basically how to take your measurements here and give you a few terms, and hopefully that will help you better understand the videos that I make for the patterns that I have, so that you can take your own measurements and make my pattern fit you. So in a lot of my patterns, I will, before I start the tutorial, show you a schematic, or I will lay out the item and show measurements of that item to you so that you can kind of see the places that I measured to come up with that pattern. You can take your own measurements and adjust that pattern to fit you best. For example, if I were making a sweater and I wasn't sure how wide to make it, I would measure around the fullest part of the bust. Make sure when you bring a tape measure around that it's flat and not twisted in the back, and that it is parallel to the ground, straight line across. And you're going to come across the fullest part. So I'm measuring right about 37. Okay, so I'll keep that number in mind. Now if I wanted a sweater that fit very tightly, I would make my pattern 37 inches. That's your true measurement. Now let's say I wanted it a little looser or baggy through here. Well, we call that a positive ease when we add a number to it to give you a little more room. So let's say I wanted my sweater to not be so form-fitting but to kind of drape or hang over me. I could add a positive ease of 2 or 3 inches. Let's give it 3 inches to have an even number to work with. So if I measure 37 and I give it a 3-inch positive ease, that means my chain that I make, if I'm making a garment that's worked horizontally, would need to be 40 inches around. If it's a 2-panel piece, well, my front panel would need to be 20 inches, my back panel would need to be 20 inches wide. If it were something that I was going to have open like a cardigan, my back panel would be 20 inches and each front panel would be 10. I would just take this number and divide it in half. So it's really just a matter of taking your measurement, drawing out a schematic, and figuring out your measurements from there. As far as arm length or sleeve length goes, that is measured from where your armhole would be, right at the armpit, and you can hold your tape measure out to determine how long you want your sleeve. If I want my sleeve to land here, that's 8 inches. Okay, so I would make an 8-inch long sleeve. If I want it to go all the way out to my wrist, that measures right about 20. Okay, now if I want the sleeve to be form-fitting, I'm going to take the measurement around the biggest part of my bicep here. I'm at 10 inches. So if I want it to fit around my arm, I want to be sure that my sleeve is 10 inches around. If I want it looser, I can add a positive ease of maybe 2 inches to kind of give it a little more room in there. So it's really, you can take any pattern and make it fit the way you like. That's what's so great about using measurements, again, rather than stitch counts. So that's positive ease, right? Giving yourself a little bit more space. So let's say you are making a garment and you want your garment to be very form-fitting or tight-fitting, say maybe around the waist area. You want it bigger across the bust and smaller in the waist. Well, if you were to take your waist measurement and make your garment right at that measurement, it's going to fit right over it. If you want it to cinch in and pull in, you would do what we call a negative ease. Okay, so maybe take an inch or two away from that measurement, and that'll give you a tighter fit. So some tricks that I've learned with making garments, I started with taking a sweater that I really liked the fit. You can see that in my hexagon sweater tutorial. I found a sweater that I really just was my favorite sweater, the way it fit me, and I just measured off of it and replicated those numbers in the hexagon sweater. So I took the measurement across from sleeve to sleeve to make my front panel and my back panel. As far as sleeve length went, I used the sleeve of the sweater and measured it out. So that's a great way. Say it's just this is too daunting as a beginner to try to figure out your measurements and go from scratch. Well, take a favorite shirt, sweater that you like the way it fits and use those measurements as your guide. So I think that's a really great way to go if you're just starting out and you're not sure how much ease, for example, to add. You may be able to take your measurements, but then you think, well, gosh, I don't know how loose this is. Is it 1 inch, 2 inch loose for a positive ease? Find a garment that you like and use that as your guide. Another tip I would suggest is keeping a little notebook. I have lots of these all over the place. The problem with having too many is I never remember which one I wrote what notes in. So get yourself a little notebook, write down your measurements and keep it handy. It's good for drawing schematics and referring back to when you're doing your projects. For example, this was one of the sweaters that I put together, and I wrote myself little notes and drew out my schematic, and keep in it your measurements. Go to the Craft Yarn Council and follow the page that I'm going to refer you to, and just take your own measurements and keep them in your book. That way when you come across a pattern that you really like, you're set to go. You can make that pattern according to your own measurements and get your best custom fit. Oh, and I forgot to mention to you, by the way, that the Craft Yarn Council website is completely free. It's a great resource for anyone interested in the yarn crafts. Oh, speaking of free, it's absolutely free to subscribe to my channel. So if you haven't yet, how's that for a segue? If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It helps support the channel, and I love building this community. I really get a kick out of messaging and messaging with fellow crocheters, and really appreciate you letting me join you on your crochet journeys. So I want to thank you again, and I will see you the next time. Bye-bye.